Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching and welcome to the English News of Binh Phuoc Radio, television station and newspaper. I'm Binh Phuoc and following other headlines usual. Binh Phuoc striving to build 130,000 social housing apartments in 2024. Binh Phuoc forest coverage reaches nearly 23%. President commends achievement by Children's Hospital No. 1 in Ho Chi Minh City. National Assembly Standing Committee convenes the 30 meeting. Prime Minister urges upgrading Fake Expressway. And now other detail. On the morning on February the 22nd, the Ministry of Construction chairs a teleconference to map out concrete talk in 2024. One important task is to implement an ongoing project on building at least 1 million social housing apartments for low-income earners and other workers in the 2021-2030 period.
Significant results have been achieved in the implementation of the project to date. Indeed, compared to 2020, the land area assigned for social housing nationwide has increased by 5.3 hectares. In the 2021-2023 period, 499 housing projects with 114,000 apartments have been implemented nationwide. Of these, 71 projects have been completed, 127 projects have begun, and 301 projects have been approved for investment. Regarding the 120 trillion Vietnam dong package for social housing, under Resolution number 33 from the government, nearly 531 billion Vietnam dong has been disbursed to 6 social housing projects in various localities. In 2024,
The Binh Phuoc Provincial Legislature and our association organized a program on the morning of February the 22nd to introduce a book published by its member last year and a book collection entitled Nguyệt Lãng, Literature and Life on the occasions of the Lunar New Year 2024 and the 22nd Vietnam Poetry Days.
members of the Binh Phuoc Provincial Literature and Art Association published 6 books last year and received 4 novels. At the program, delegates were introduced to The Secrets in a Corner of the Schoolyard collection from poet Chúng, The Love Songs of the Countryside collection from poet Nguyễn Hữu Diên, the book Soldiers of Eastern Region from author Bùi Thị Biên Linh, and works from the late poet Nguyệt Lãng. Notably, participants were introduced to a book collection entitled Nguyệt Lãng, Literature and Life to commemorate the 10th anniversary of the poet's passing. The collection includes literary works, essays, poems, and commemorative photos of the late poet. This special tribute is expected to nurture a love for literature and inspire a sense of respecting those who have made notable contributions to Vietnam's literature and artistic community.
According to the latest data, by the end of 2023, Binh Phuoc Province total forest area and land without forest coverage amounted to 171,500 hectares.
Of these, the forested area is over 155,000 hectares, comprising approximately 56,000 hectares of natural forest and over 99,000 hectares of planted forest. Land without forest covers around 16,500 hectares. The forest coverage rate across the entire province stands at nearly 23%. The Binh Phuoc Provincial People's Committee has assigned the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development and the Forest Protection Department to manage and account changes in forest coverage during 2023. The province's committees of districts and towns with forests are tasked with forest management in accordance with forestry laws. They are also requested to use current forest data to deploy tasks related to forest management, protection, use, development, and firefighting and prevention, and to update forest changes in subsequent years.
Ladies and gentlemen, on February the 22nd, President Võ Văn Thưởng visited the medical staff of Children's Hospital in Ho Chi Minh City on the occasions of the 69th anniversary of Vietnamese Doctor Day, February the 27th.
With nearly 1,800 officials and health workers and a bed capacity of 1,500 each day, the hospital serves up to about 5,000 patients during peak periods. It is striving to be listed in the top 5 children's hospitals in Southeast Asia. Given the rapid developments of childhood diseases, including emerging ones, the doctors and nurses of the hospital have put in place appropriate health care models. Lauding achievements the hospital has gained, President Phuoc stressed, statistics are not enough to demonstrate the mettle and good professional skills of the hospital's doctors, as well as their dedication to child patients. Its progress has been recognized by the international and domestic medical communities, he said, taking the example of the first prenatal heart surgeries in Southeast Asia conducted in the hospital. The president suggested the hospital expand international cooperation, better the management work, and maximize scientific technological advances in both management and treatment.
The National Assembly Standing Committee convened its 30th meeting in Hanoi on February the 22nd, with its agenda focusing on 5 major contents.
National Assembly Chairman Vong Din Huai said the committee will discuss adjustments to the draft law on archives, revised, which is scheduled to be submitted to the legislature's 7th session in May. Members of the committee will give ideas to a draft law on amendments and supplements to some articles of the law on guard force. At the same time, they will consider a proposal of the Supreme People's Procuracy on assigning an additional number of procurators to the People's Procuracies. They will discuss a report on the people's aspirations in January 2024, including those in December 2023. At the session, the committee also deliberate a draft report summarizing the 15 National Assembly's 5th extraordinary session, and assessing the significance of the session, during which important laws such as the Land Law, revised, and Law on Credit Institutions, revised, were adopted.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính has urged upgrading expressway that has been put into use and are being invested according to phases in the face of certain shortcomings, including risk of accident.
The government leader sent an official dispatch on this issue to the heads of the ministries and the people's committees of provinces and centrally run cities on February 21st. The dispatch noted over the past years, central agencies and localities have worked hard to carry out expressway projects. Nearly 1,900 kilometers of expressways have been put into use so far, and efforts are being exerted to raise the total length to more than 3,000 kilometers by 2025. However, there remain certain shortcomings in the operations of such expressways, including latent risks of traffic congestion and accidents. Given this, the Prime Minister demanded the Minister of Transport order relevant agencies to immediately devise measures to ensure rational, scientific, and efficient traffic flow, and controlling traffic activities in the best possible manner to guarantee safety on the expressways, invested according to phases. He also assigned tasks to other relevant ministries, sectors, localities, and agencies.
Vietnam's aquatic product export in January surged over 60% year-on-year to $730 million, marking a positive signal for the year.
The Ministry of Industry and Trade's Agency of Foreign Trade reported, aquatic product shipments have showed signs of recovery since the end of 2023, and are likely to rebound in 2024, especially in the second half. Exports of key aquatic products, namely shrimp and crawfish, are expected to recover following a setback last year. The Vietnam Association of Seafood Exporters and Producers has forecast that shrimp exports will grow 10 to 15% from 2023, with prices increasing in the second half when inflation pressures cool down and importers' inventories fall. In the meantime, the crawfish sector targets to earn $2 billion from shipping 1.7 million tons abroad. Earlier, the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development lowered its target for aquatic product export value for 2024 to $9.5 billion. from its previous expectation of $10 billion due to global headwinds.
That's all for today on the news of Binh Phuoc Radio, television station and newspaper. Once again, thanks for watching and goodbye for now.